Welcome to Chelsea Unlocked. We're here in the beautiful Miami.
Today we are joined with Levi Colwill. Thank you. Welcome.
What is that?
Let's go.
Let's do that again.
Why? I'm not doing it again.
No.
I'm not doing it
Should we
again.
take it?
So we're going to start off, we're going to go straight into some quick fire questions.
Yep.
Just to get you warmed up, ready for the interview. Or podcast, really.
Podcast now.
Yeah. It's
Ooh,
a nice,
going
nice
big time.
chat.
Yeah,
Like,
go on.
A nice sit-down chat. So what has been your favourite moment of the Club World Cup so far?
Ooh, my memory that will last the longest will probably be the walkout on game day one. Just didn't expect it, didn't know nothing about it. Now walking out and you got the camera in your face and you're trying not to laugh.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, all my people at home are watching this, and I probably just like an egg.
What, you didn't hear about it before?
I didn't know about it before. Walking out on your own, you know how awkward that is.
And it was a long walk.
It's a
from the
long
corner
walk,
to the...
and you're standing in the tunnel before. You have all the fans next to you, so you're trying to stay serious and be in the game, but like it's impossible.
Yeah.
It was something different, but it was just awkward.
What, do you think they should get them back at the bridge?
The bridge would be good. She's got our fans there. It'd be a bit intimidating. So yeah, I wouldn't mind at the bridge.
Decent.
It's super humid here in Miami. Do you prefer tropical weather or like seasonal weather?
Oh, it's tough. During training, where it's so hot, you're just like sweating so much. You feel a bit dizzy in games. You feel a bit dizzy too. But when you finish football, it's lovely. You know what I mean? So you can't complain about that. But there's nothing better than like the English weather. Like all season, when sometimes it's freezing cold and you're out there, I just miss it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. And what current song do you have on repeat?
Where's my phone? Can I get my phone out?
Yeah,
There you
go
go.
for it. It's here. It's like Sabrina Carpenter or something.
Nah. It's not.
Olivia Rodrigo.
I've got a few, like, so before last game I was getting myself up for it a bit. So I had to go back to a few old songs. I put a bit of Kano on.
Decent. Good choice. What tune? P's and Q's.
It was Free Wheels Up first, and then P's and Q's. I had my grime phase then, so then I put a bit of Chip on after and a bit of Gets. Yeah. Of course, bro. Of course, I'm not a newbie.
D-double?
Yeah, DWE. That's the Free Wheels Up I put on.
Cold.
Who have you spent the most time with here at this tournament?
Oh, I think our little group's been. Well, we've got like a group that we play cards with, which has been like me, Rob, Reese, Key, Liam, Philip, Trev. That's our card group. But then normally it's probably me, Liam, Reese, and Key. Bit of a mixture. Just good vibes.
Yeah, nice.
Do you get days off?
Yeah, we've had a few days off. We had a few in Philly, and then yesterday traveling there, we had a day off with a barbecue in the evening. It's nice, especially now you're in Miami. You can go and like explore.
And what do you want to do? Like, any plans?
Probably just go to the beach and chill with the boys. Just a chilled one, as you know, we've got a lot of games. You can't be doing too much. But yeah, it's just nice to be here.
For a lot of people, Miami is like the perfect holiday destination. What is your perfect holiday destination?
Or it'd probably be somewhere in the Caribbean, to be honest. Go there with your family. I want to try and travel the Caribbean as much as possible. Like I've obviously been to like Jamaica, Trinidad, but that's like where my grandparents are from. And
Trinidad.
I've been to Trinidad. My granddad's from Jamaica, and then I went Barbados last summer, which was okay. And then this summer I might go St. Lucia or Antigua.
No.
Where we're so close to it, it just makes sense.
Yeah, no, for sure. Where in Jamaica did you go?
I went when I was younger. I went to, where'd I go? Ooh, where'd I go? Last time I went to Ochi.
Ochi, yeah. I've been to Ochi.
And I
So
think
nice, man.
first time I stayed, where did I stay? Can't remember. I was like
Mobe
5.
or
Nah, it was Trelawney.
Trelawney? Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's where I
nice,
stayed when I was younger.
Your family's
My granddad's
grandparents
from
still there?
Kingston, so like when I go over, I might see some of
Very nice.
my dad's family and things like that.
Nice. And would you prefer a pool or sauna?
Oh, I've been liking the saunas this trip.
Yeah.
A few of us have gone in there before bed and that just to help sleep. But a pool when it's hot like this is needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll probably say pool.
Both would be great.
Yeah, but pools are cold. It takes me about 5 minutes to get in there because it's cold, man.
Yeah.
All right, so into a couple of serious ones. Just going to talk about your growth as a player. So, like, obviously, Chelsea fans love you. You're a Cobham boy. Do you feel like you have a different connection to the club, like growing up in the club, coming through the youth ranks, and now starting? You've worn the captain's armband a couple of times. Like,
Yeah, definitely. It's sort of like, where as a kid you grow up to play for Chelsea, and now you're here. It's like you want to die for the badge and the fans. I think last season I had that problem a bit too much. Like, I was getting myself so emotional because of the connection that I was clouding my judgment on how I was going to play. And this season I kind of like broke it in two. I want to help the team as much as possible, but I need to stay emotionally calm and be the person I am and not get dragged into too much of like getting angry when I am because we're losing and things like that. I've got to try and stay calm and help the team as much as possible.
like, have you been able to like sort of switch off now, like after games and?
Um, Now I'm back at home, yeah, maybe. So got the right people around me that help me, but you know, it's what I love, so it's tough. Like, you be laying in bed after games, you've got a tough one, like you can't sleep, or you're getting flashbacks, and it's like, oh, it's the worst thing in the world. But that's just shows how much you love it, really.
Yeah, of course, of course. Like even Enzo's said, you know, you got the potential to be a future captain. Like, what do those words mean to you?
Of course, it means a lot coming from the manager. It shows how much, you know, he respects you and how much I've grown in the last few seasons. I just need to keep going in that way and yeah, keep helping the team and the manager as much as possible.
How important is it to have good relationships in the squad? Obviously, knowing there's so many different nationalities, upbringings in the team, it's such a young team. Is that seen as like a challenge, or is it something special and unique?
No, it's definitely something special and unique. You know, we've got a brotherhood going on. You know, all the players love each other and we're doing anything on the pitch to help each other. You know, when we win, we're all happy, we're all in the high. When we lose, we're all down, and we've got to push each other even more. And that's the perfect balance that we need in the team. Everyone wants to win.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And what did you learn playing as Thiago Silva?
A lot. You don't have to be physically the best to be the best player on the pitch. You know, he was steps ahead of everyone, and still is now when you watch him play. And being from a kid, and remember my dad used to make me watch him and Ashley Cole when I was like, I didn't know if I was a left back or centre back. My dad would make me watch both of them as I wasn't the biggest in the team, and then to play next to him, it's like, this is not real. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, he was an amazing person. That's probably the biggest thing I learned from him.
Yeah, so like as a centre back, obviously you're sometimes playing with Tosin, sometimes Trev, you played with Thiago Silva. Wes, yeah, of course. Do you naturally, does one centre back naturally have to take the lead and become the more vocal one and the aggressor, or can you both be a bit of that?
Yeah, I think we could both be a bit of that. I think it changes all the time from playing with Wes, Trev, and Toss. Of course, they're all different players. And you just got to kind of balance with each other at the same time. But I think the team needs as many leaders and as many players that talk as possible. So if one of them come in that talk more than the other, it's part of it. It's going to help us. And everyone's got their own qualities and attributes they bring to the team. So playing with any of them is easy, to be honest.
That's good to hear. I bumped into you a couple of days ago and you were reading Atomic Habits.
Yeah.
Like, could you tell those who don't know a bit about the book?
So, a close friend and staff member at England recommended it to me. You know, when I'm at England, it's a lot different to, you know, being at Chelsea. Like, you've got different relationships with a lot of different players, and sometimes I struggle with that, and I won't be the same player I am here. And he told me to read the books. I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. Some books I find tough reading just because I can't relate, but then I started reading this and it just hooked me straight away. And it's just sort of describes how to build habits, and they ain't got to be the biggest things in the world, and how like 1% can make a difference. You know, everyone will say come Jan the 1st, everyone wants to make big changes in their life, but it doesn't work like that, and they're harder to achieve. It's day by day, just ticking things off, making sure you're going to the gym every day, even if you're there for a few minutes. And that's what I've sort of learned. So I've told some of the staff members here now, if I ever want to throw off a gym session, they say to me 1%, and I'm like, oh, it killed me here, but it makes me want to go in and just get something ticked off. It's better than doing nothing. And hopefully, you know, my mentality can stay like that, and they keep improving me as a player and person.
Yeah, that's inspiring, because I guess anyone can sort of take that advice. Like, it doesn't have to be in a...
It could be anything.
Yeah.
It could be your job. It could be you want to build your money up. It can be relationships. It can be anything. But it helps you so much just in life in general. That book, and I would recommend it to anyone.
And like also staying grounded, like, you've spoken about the Southampton move and, you wanted to be closer to your family.
Yeah.
Like, how has that gone? Did that help you a lot this season?
Yeah, definitely. Like we said earlier, it's helped me a bit with switching off. After bad games, I got my brother there, which, he'll watch my game. My dad, my mum, my dog. Like, these are people that or they just want to give you love, and like especially seeing my brother grow up and him playing football and having bad days, and me giving him some advice. Like after I've had a bad day, he said the exact same thing back to me, and I'm like it annoys me a bit, but I'm like, you're right. So just watching my family grow up and being around them, because as a footballer, you move away when you're 14, and like I've lived far away, and you miss things. So that's been the best thing. Like it's been amazing being back home.
And like, what about sort of rekindling relationships with old friends as well?
Yeah.
Like people you grew up with.
Yeah, definitely. I've been much closer to my friends, seeing them more often, speaking to them more often, because when you're living away, of course you always got that relationship there with them, but you might go weeks without talking to them. But now you're at home, you might just watch a football game together or go and get food together. And little things just like make you feel so much more happier. And I think everyone needs to keep their friends and family as close as possible, because they're the people that love you and want you to do the best.
Yeah, of course.
Right, so it's just gotten a lot hotter, so we've brought the umbrellas in. We saw a while ago you went and saw Ball League. What are your thoughts on that, and do you see like football kind of changing over time?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was a really good experience. I went twice. Went with my uncles and my little brother, and they loved it. And yeah, it's just good, go see some ballers that don't get recognised as much as they should. Watching non-league a lot, there's so many good players in there that have been in academies I've had big injuries, and they're so good. So Ballers League's a great example of that. And I think if you see the quality of it, it's been amazing. And my good mate is a coach for one of the teams at Depot Trio. So yeah, and he knows ball. So
yeah, nice.
Yeah, he knows ball. So to go watch his team play, it's really good.
Yeah, nice.
It's like, it's always interested me because obviously like you're elite, you're playing at the top level of football.
Am I elite? Yeah.
Of course, man. Anyway, you throw me off here. Can't include that bit.
Why?
You mentioned how talented some players are in lower leagues.
Yeah.
What would you say the difference is between sort of making it at that high level and,
I think it could come down to a few things. Of course, everyone's going to say working hard, which is a big part to play, but I think it mainly comes down to luck. Some get the opportunity, some don't. For example, when I was in the championship, I was playing with amazing players, and I was thinking, these players are so good, why haven't they moved on or gone to a higher level? But they've just never had that chance. And like I said, it all comes down to luck. When I first went to Huddersfield, I wasn't the starting centre half, but then he got ill or injured, and then I got a chance to play, and then the gaffer liked me from there. And it's like, if that don't happen, I wouldn't play. And the same as Brighton, I wasn't starting centre half. Then I got half a chance halfway through the season, played and done all right, and the gaffer liked me. And that's just football. It's scary because there's so many good players out there that haven't got half a chance that I've had.
But I guess it's like also, it's a bit of luck, but then it's also seizing opportunities, because if you came in and you didn't take it as seriously as you did, and you didn't perform how you did,
Yeah, of course. But I'm just a huge believer of luck. I don't think I'd be here without it. There'd be times where I've just kicked the ball forward and it's came off and been an amazing pass, and I'm thinking, wow, I was lucky. And I just think it plays a big part. But obviously you create your own luck. I'm not going to take that away from it. You put yourself in a situation to have it. But yeah, I'm just a strong believer of that.
A lot of people say that it's all about timing and like knowing the right people. Is there truth in that as well?
Yeah, definitely. I think timing's huge. If you push yourself out there too early, you can get exposed. If you do it too late, you might not get the same look-ins because it's younger players doing it. It's tough. And then, of course, knowing people is always going to help in anything in life. But I think it comes down to you at the end of the day.
Yeah.
People can push you as far as they can, but the ball drops to you at the end of the day.
When we spoke to Neto, he spoke a lot about doing his own physio work outside of the club and stuff like that. Like, Is that something you do?
I used to watch my games back, but now I'm a bit more chilled with it. Like when I'm at training, I'll give it my all. And then most of the time, your body just needs to recover because it's so physically demanding. I probably should do more than I am doing at the moment, but especially moving back at home, I'm just enjoying it, enjoying the life, being with my people. So I wouldn't really change it.
Any shows you're watching at the moment?
You know what? I haven't since I've been reading books now because obviously I'm a really smart man now. I'm mature. When I'm reading a book, people look at me and think, "Oh my God, look at him!" You know what I mean?
You got a pair of specs?
Yeah. Nah. Actually, I have night glasses, but I got good eyes, 20/20 vision. So
Wow.
Jealous, bro.
I've seen your glasses. I wouldn't wear them.
You would though. You would.
What was
You
I
told
saying?
me you rated them before.
Yeah, well, I was being nice. I'm a nice person. But now I haven't got any shows at the moment. I watched one scary one on Disney Plus. I can't remember what it's called now. I swear to God, that is throwing me off. It's about like a family adopt a girl from somewhere, and she's disabled, and like she can't walk. But then one night she goes into the room when the parents are sleeping with a knife, and it's like
Oh my gosh.
threatens the mum. But obviously I wasn't expecting it, so I'm
Yeah.
thinking, what's it gonna be? Like, I'm not really
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And I see that, and I was just like, no. I turned it off so
There's so
quick.
many movies and shows now where
Nah.
you think it's something and they're just like, we're gonna throw it.
Nah,
Completely
when I
throw it.
see that, oh my God, that's nightmare.
Sounds like that movie Orphan. Have you seen that?
Nah, horror.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. Nah. But
I
yeah.
can't do it.
It's a
horror.
classic.
I
Well, you can't do horror.
No, I can't do it.
Nah, you know what? I don't mind it. Yeah, if you're with someone and you're sat there watching it, it's like it's kind of funny to
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
both getting
yeah.
scared. Little jump scares. I like jump scares.
Right.
But if it's like real life, no, that's psycho stuff.
Yeah,
I ain't
psycho.
watching that. No.
Nah, I hear that for sure, man.
We're gonna end with just a quick game. I'm assuming you know the term "game's gone." Do you know
Yeah.
that term? So I'm gonna list off football terms, and you're gonna rank these things between 1 to 10. 10 being the game is completely gone, right? Low socks.
3?
3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
yeah. I don't mind it. I don't
Yeah, I
mind
feel like people can do what they want. It's not
Yeah,
that deep.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yellow card for taking shirt off.
Yeah, that's 10.
It's because he's been in the gym.
Yeah, any chance I get to take off. Nah, just when you celebrate, I feel like when you're celebrating, like you could jump in the crowd, it's emotions. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's what the
yeah.
sport's based off. That's what some of the best
100%.
moments in the sports have been. So yeah, I think that's pathetic.
All right,
Yeah.
what about not celebrating against your old club?
Now that's respect. That's what. You know what? Like if when people don't celebrate against their old club, I don't mind it. I'm like, yeah, but it depends what person you are. You know what I mean? Like for me, because obviously that's what I feel like you're trying to get at me.
That wasn't a dig.
Yeah.
It wasn't a dig.
I'm very wary. Like I know I wouldn't be here without them. Like,
Yeah,
that's how I think about life. So that's why I didn't do it. But when people do that, I've got nothing against it. So I maybe rank it. I don't know. And then, but it's a 2, 3.
What about, the holes in the socks, like cutting the holes in the sock?
I haven't experienced the problem of getting cramp in my calves. Even though my calves are huge, I've never got it for some reason. Must be drinking enough water. These are, I don't know. It's personal preference, I suppose. But I'll give it like a 5. I'll give it like a 6 because players have been playing for how long and haven't done it, and now all of a sudden it's became a thing.
Yeah.
6.
Do you reckon it's a bit of a trend?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, you got
Like
kids doing
surely
it.
there are people cutting socks not even knowing.
Yeah,
what
100%.
it's
It's just a look. So yeah, now you said it, it's got me a bit angry.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
say 6, 7.
Football's doing TikTok dances.
It's a tough one. I'll say 7.
7. It's gone, but
Yeah.
it's not. It's not completely gone.
It's not the
Like, we'll
worst
allow
thing in
it.
the world, you know what I mean? Let them do what they want to do, but at the same time, like, coming from, like, thinking about, like, the old generation, you wouldn't do them things. But obviously, I'm someone that's, like, I'm very private, so you wouldn't catch me doing no dances with my permission anyway to post on TikTok.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, that's a lie. When I was younger, I got one. When I was, like, 14, it was I think me and 2 other players, there's a TikTok dance of us. But that's young and dumb trying to get
Yeah,
TikTok
yeah.
famous.
We
That's
all
what-
had that period where we
Yeah,
did something.
I made a
something-
mistake.
No,
You know what I mean?
I've never done a TikTok
no, no.
dance.
I
Just-
bet I
just
could.
put it
I
on,
could bet
man.
I'll get one
Nah,
of you.
Yeah.
nah,
Alright, let's see.
no way.
So yeah, I can't even say 6, 7 now. 'Cause
Yeah,
I've done
yeah.
it. I've been there. I just say 4.
Cool.
That's a wrap.
Thank you so
man,
much for
thanks a
chatting with
lot.
us.
Thank you, guys. It's a really
Enjoy
good
your
talk.
time in Miami.
I will do. You lot too. Don't work too hard.
Thank you.
You never work. I'm joking.
Oh, cut that bit out.
Get that in.